Visit us online at burningrubberradio.com for recipes from the NASCAR chef, John Dix, and more great content.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Now back to more Burning Rubber Radio.
And you really do. You just point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man. It's another gas and go. Actually, no, this time it's the fast lap. It's Wednesday. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. It's Wednesday, and we're actually, believe it or not, it's taken us 3 months, but we got our first interview of the year, Wayne.
Yeah, we got a somebody to hang out with here this week. Pro and super late model stock car racer, soon to be just late model stock car racer when he breaks into some stuff later on in the season, and other interesting facts that we won't divulge because we did those off the air here. But we have 17-year-old Hudson Bulger. I almost called him Harrison.
Oh, my God. And then you yell at me for not being able to pronounce names.
Anyway. but you just mispronounced names. I just accidentally almost called him the wrong name. Hudson, welcome to the show, buddy.
Welcome, buddy.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Oh, most definitely, buddy. So for the for the uneducated folks here, you told us a little bit about yourself off the air here, but for the uneducated that don't know who you are, tell the world about yourself, where you come from. Obviously 17 years old. You've been in racing for a while, but tell folks all about yourself.
Yep. So I'm 17 years old. I'm from Fort Valley, Georgia. We own a power sports dealership down here, and I ended up getting started in racing. Someone actually traded in a legend car. I always wanted to race, like motocross, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And my dad always said I had to have something with a roll cage. So whenever they traded that in, we got the legend car, and I just kind of have went from there, and it has grown to be a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I mean, we have a late model team now that I run for a lot. And, we did a lot of pro stuff last year, but we're starting to move more into the super side of things. I've ran a couple super races here and there. And so we're mainly focusing on supers right now. And then I just signed a deal with Kevin Powell Motorsports. We drive, I think, about 12 races this year.
Crazy,
I think,
Kevin Powell.
5 or 6 of them are Cars Tour races, and the other ones will be local races in the Carolina area.
Very cool. And then some of them you said are going to be at Hickory. Probably I would assume you'll eventually be over at Caraway here every now and again. But one of the other races you got coming up a little bit sooner than that, I think you told us was Cordele, Georgia. Is that correct?
Yep, the Cars Tour, they're coming here to Cordele. I think it's April 14th. I'll be running the late model stock that night and the pro late model of ours, and maybe a legend car. I haven't really decided on that, but anyways, I just really excited about that race. I know Dale Jr., he's running it, so should be a big crowd. And we have a autograph signing session with him here at Byron Outdoor Superstore.
Nice.
Man, talking about jumping right into it, getting to sign autographs alongside of Dale Earnhardt Jr. What a night, man. That looks like something you're going to really be looking forward to.
Yes, sir. I'm excited about it. I mean, we did end up sponsoring the Cars Tour race down there, just because it is our home track. We're like 30 minutes away from it, but
right.
We ended up making that deal, and I forget the date that he's going to be here, but he's going to be here a week before, or that early that week here. I think we selling like 200 spots to get autographs.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! That's awesome. So a lot of neat stuff coming up this year. But I was on your .com page and looking at some of the things that you're looking forward to do in your future. Looks like that you're an aspiring ARCA Series racer, and you'd like to run in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, maybe we could work something out by the end of this year to hopefully get an ARCA car, at least test a time or two. And I'd like to, obviously run a few races there and then move up to trucks after that.
That would actually be pretty cool, I think. Now, but something I do want to touch on here too, Hudson, because you brought this up at the beginning here, where you were telling folks about yourself. You said you wanted to do motocross. Did you get your inspiration from the Deegans, or was that just something that you'd always been into as far as motorsports was concerned?
Well, so the dealership that we own, we sell, all power sports, for tractors, boats, side by sides, dirt bikes, all that. And my dad, he owned a motocross team whenever I was growing up, and
Oh, cool.
so I was always around it. I always rode dirt bikes growing up. I just never ended up racing.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that's totally fair. But I couldn't help but chuckle over the comment that you made where your dad was like, "Nope, you got to have something with a roll cage in it."
Yeah, we see too many kids every day coming in all beat up, so I'd rather not.
Yeah,
Even though I have a broken wrist right now from racing, so I guess
oh, jeez.
either way.
Oh man, well I'll tell you what. At least you have a whole car with a roll cage. We keep joking with Andy over here. We got to get his engine a roll cage too, because he likes to blow oil pans out of the car.
Good God, man. I don't
Yeah,
even think
I
Hudson
saw
was
that.
around whenever.
No, Hudson would have not. Actually, no. Let's see. Hudson 17.
Yeah, he would have been about 3 years old anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, man, that's an old. But one of the things that you do as one of our partners, of course, is Drive Refine with Joey Coulter and everything. And you're one of Joey's drivers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, I am. I mean, I meet with him after, every race, and we go over everything, take a lot of notes during my race, and I just, honestly, he has raced pretty much anywhere I can think of, and in most cars that I can think of. So anytime I'm going to do something new, drive something new, he's always a great help. And I think this year in the late model stock, he's going to spot for me a good bit.
Well, I will say this much, Hudson. He managed to spot for Andy in a sim race and got him a top 5. So you're definitely in good hands.
Yeah, I mean, Joey, he spotted for me a couple times. He's obviously very good.
Well, again, the joke about that is that Andy's not that great of a racer. Like
Whatever, man.
he's always in first at least once a lap somehow, before he goes another lap down.
Yeah.
And but no, Joey is fantastic. Yeah, when it comes to the whole Drive Refine program. So you do mention that you meet with him on the regular too, like after every race with the notes that are taken. Give us, I guess, from an insightful perspective here, give us a little bit of a breakdown, or more so of a breakdown of what you and Joey kind of go over when it comes to Drive Refine, because we know with each driver it's always going to be a little bit different. So, this would be a great chance to, get into the insight of what you've been working on more closely with Joey on as far as like your communication level with your crew and everything.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm around my crew chief every day. He works here with us, and so me and him have a really good connection. But as far as it goes working with Joey, I have it depends. So I'll do the race prep, which is before the race, and like I said, Joey, he's been to a lot of different tracks. So, if I'm going to a new track, we can work on the line, get on the simulator, work on some stuff there, and a little bit of racecraft. And then as far as like the debrief goes after the race, it's just, going over everything since we unloaded. I mean, practice, qualifying, race, we do like every little detail.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously matters, especially whenever, times are this close as they are now. And he's always been there and helped me any way that he could. I mean, he's always really good with advice, and he's definitely helped.
That is fantastic. Now, to further along that point here, in your career to date working with Joey, what would you say has probably been the easiest thing to work on, and what would you say has been the most challenging aspect of your career to work on with Joey?
The easiest? I mean, I'm not too sure about the easiest. I mean, everything's a little bit challenging that we do. I'd say the hardest thing is iRacing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not very good with computers, I guess, and every time I get on there, I seem to have some kind of issue.
Sounds like the guy to my right over here.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
Oh, my.
but either way, the fact is though, you're still learning, and you're always it sounds like you're really soaking in the information that Joey brings to you every single week after the races. You got the communication down with your crew chief, and you've got you got some big plans coming up here for the near future. Obviously, like Craftsman Truck Series, you can't really get into that until after you're 18. However, ARCA, on the other hand, you definitely can start that at 17. We've seen many of people do that and get into it at a young age. Joey was one of them. Justin Lofton was another. There's definitely a lot of opening to get into ARCA at a very young age and progress your career forward. And again, folks, while we've got a minute here, again, we're talking with Hudson Bulger. He's a drive-for-fine driver, late model, soon-to-be late model stock driver, pro and super late model driver at the moment, Legends driver. And again, when it comes to drive refine, it's not just driver coaching, it's drive refine.
Drive refine.
His echo's getting better. It's getting better. I swear I'm going to have to count him down whenever we do this. But folks,
there's one thing I wanted to ask Hudson. Tell us really quick, man, who makes things happen for you? Tell us a little bit about your sponsors.
Yeah, so obviously a very big sponsor is Byron Outdoor Superstore. They help out a lot. I mean, we got Can-Am. They've always done a lot for us. And then we got, Antler Extreme, Caldwell Banker, Free Realty, Hamby Chevrolet, and just everybody else has been here and there to help us out in any way that they can.
Very, very cool stuff. And of course those sponsors, obviously that's what makes things happen aside from, just you being you, Hudson. And I can already tell, just by talking to you here for the last handful of minutes that, you've got that charisma about you that's I think it's gonna take him far, Andy.
Oh, I know it will. You join a very
elite
we
group.
go way back. Elite group, yeah. So we pride ourselves. Joey Coulter got his start here, of course, way back in the day. And, of course, you're looking at Christopher Bell got his start here on Burning Rubber Radio. And, good Lord.
Kyle Larson.
Oh, my gosh, more and more. A lot of other drivers.
And we still bug most of those guys to this day, Joey especially. Like Joey will try and fill in for Andy once in a while. This is where our drive refine comes into play. He'll try and fill in for Andy, and he's like, good God, I can't sit in this seat. It's too damn big. I still, it's funny, Andy. I'll have to let you hear it off the air, but I found an old clip that Joey was poking fun at you, Hudson. I'll let you hear it too. It's absolutely hilarious.
Poor me. But anyway, and now Wayne, wait a second, Hudson. Did Joey tell you that we have a tradition here on the show?
No, sir, he didn't.
Ooh, okay. Well,
he threw him right into the meat grinder.
Yeah, he really did. So, back in 2008, back shortly after the show was in its inception, Kenny Wallace, and I'm assuming you know who the Herminator is, correct?
I believe so.
I was gonna. He doesn't know Kenny Wallace, Andy.
Kenny Wallace.
I do. I just don't know the nickname.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Herm the Worm, the big money, big NASCAR money.
Yeah.
But Kenny Wallace started this tradition for us. He grabbed the mic out of Andy's hand while they were at Kentucky Speedway and said, "Your show's burning rubber, baby." And those 3 words right there, burning rubber, baby, at the top of your lungs. The cool part to that, yelling that shout out right there, that gets you either an extra 2 tenths on the racetrack, a chance at a guaranteed race win, or, and we've actually been able to prove this with NHRA driver Antron Brown, a chance at a championship.
That's right. So you just got to yell it at top of your lungs, burning rubber, baby.
Oh, boy. I guess I can't. I'm here in an office right now at the dealership, but I mean,
well, you can just say it. That'll be fine. You don't have to yell it.
Burning rubber, baby.
There we go.
That'll work right there. Joey got his first win at Pocono in the trucks after yelling those 3 famous words. So,
That he did.
Yeah.
And
so anyway, man, that's it.
Everybody can look at me right now like I'm crazy.
well, I mean, people look at Andy like he's crazy all the time, so that's nothing
Oh
new.
yeah.
And but folks, that is Hudson Bulger. Hudson, hang on the line here for us, buddy. We'll talk to you off the air. But real quickly here, folks, again, we want to tell you about Drive Refine. Visit driverefine.com, driverefine.com, hang out with Joey, get to know the crew, and again, work on better communication with your crew chief. Heck, even the fans might even be able to get you a little involvement there. But again, it's driverefine.com, and it's not just driver coaching, it's Drive Refine.
Drive Refine.
He's even closer on that one. I swear I'm going to start counting down like 3, 2, say it. And the folks over at MyPillow, visit mypillow.com/BRR or use the promo code BRR at checkout to get your entire order delivered for free, shipped for free, whichever way you want to say it. Personally, I have to say delivered because Andy, for whatever reason, chuckles at the way I say shipped. So, either which way here, folks. But with that said, we are going to wrap it up for another Fast Lap here on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, Rumble, Instagram, wherever you find this video at. It'll be up here just a little bit later on this afternoon. And until then, burn it rubber, baby.
Baby.